I know everybody's been waiting for me. Let's face it, no one's been waiting for me. But hello, good morning. It is windy here in Santa Barbara. Blown away by this forecast. Also, this shirt does weird things in the camera. It's doing all sorts of weird patterns. It almost looks like I'm wearing a blue screen. They're going to project stuff on this. Anyway, enough blabber. Let's get started. We're just going to do a little simple stretch today, and I'm going to use a chair for a couple of the moves. So if you have a chair or a bench, I'm going to use a bench. Feel free to have that handy. Otherwise, let's put one hand behind our back. And we're going to tilt our head to the side, and we're just going to look straight ahead. So I really want you to emphasize moving your head to your shoulders as opposed to moving your shoulders to your head. Sometimes I see clients where they go to tilt their head to the side and their shoulders, they sort of turn, or they lean to the side. Focus on keeping it. We're going to try to hold these poses for about 30 seconds a piece. So now let's keep this pose but look down. You should feel this stretch neck. Try to keep those shoulders away from your ears. And now we're going to gently look up. Ooh. Does I feel more in the front of my neck? This has got to be exciting to watch. I hope you're stretching with me, because otherwise you're just like, what is she doing? She's just standing there. I could start rapping at you. Got nothing to say. All right, let's gently release. So looking forward. How's your day going? Is your day off to a good start? If you're on the East Coast, it's a lot later in the day. And is your day going well? My day is just getting started. I'm gonna hang out here for another 5 seconds or so. Not a weird shirt that's causing all sorts of, let's look down. What's the word? Physicist in me cannot remember the name for the patterns on my shirt I'm seeing on the screen. It'll come to me. Or not. You never know. 10 more seconds. And now let's look up. Most exciting stretch ever, folks. Really stretching the neck. I see a lot of people that can't move their necks. Got to work on neck mobility, stretching it out. This is something you could do while watching TV. Just watch TV sideways. All right, gently release the head. Whew. All right, let's draw the shoulders down. Let's just look left and right a little bit. All right, shake it out, clasp your hands behind your back, stick out your chest. And I'm so proud of you for showing up today. How many times am I going to use this joke? Infinite number of times. If you're feeling comfortable here and you want to forward fold and bring those arms back, I have my knees slightly bent. You can do that. Otherwise, you can just stay up where you are. All right, gently come out of it. Slow, slow, slow. I'm going to grab my bench here. So you can grab a bench or a chair. Ideally, you're going to use something that you can get your head under. So if it's like a chair that just, you can't stick your head under, that's not very good, not very helpful. We're gonna put our hands on the bench or the chair, all right? And now what we're gonna do is we're going to have our head come under while we keep our hands here. So notice how I'm sort of bringing my hands behind my back. And enjoy this little chest opener. Whew. So hang up here for a few more seconds. And I slowly come out. Woo. Oop, don't hit your head on the bench like I just did. Ouch. And now we're gonna have our hands on the bench. And we're gonna forward fold and just let our head drop in between our arms. Let your head sink through. Breathe. I hope you're not holding your breath for this workout, for this stretch, because if so, you've been holding your breath for like 6 minutes now. Breathe, 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 breathe it out. Take a nice big belly breath, making the belly big. And then exhale, try to sink into it a little bit more. All right, slowly come out of that. Okay, let's set the bench aside or the chair aside for a little bit. And let's do a little bit of, let's get to a wall. We'll hug the wall and we'll turn our body out. So I'm trying to make my body, my torso perpendicular to the wall. If you can't get there, that's okay. Trying to keep your arm at shoulder height. Just start stretching the shoulder a little more. Today's sort of a light day. Just be doing a lot of work at home. How about you? What do you got going on today? All right, let's slowly come out of it. Let's go to the other side. So on this side, I can't turn as much. I've got some shoulder pain. So if it feels painful, don't force it. Just work on the range of motion that is accessible to you today. Looking like a true yoga instructor. I don't do a lot of yoga, but a few times I do, they seem to talk like that. All right, slowly come out of that. Okay, so let's get into a slight sumo squat. Let's lean to the side, reaching through that side body, extending through those fingertips. My other arm's elbows just sort of hang out on my thigh. Reach, reach, reach. And shoulders away from the ears. Again, we're holding these poses for about 30 seconds. Remember to breathe. Let's go to the other side. Oof. You feeling stiff today? I'm feeling a little stiff. So this is a time to think about, what are your sleeping habits? Do your sleeping habits, the way that you sleep, impart you with good posture or bad posture? For me, it's bad posture. I'm trying not to sleep on my stomach, but sleeping on my side doesn't make things better. So thinking about how you sleep, you spend 8 hours doing it. Slowly come up I'm gonna get down on the ground. I'm gonna shift my camera. So let's get into quadruped position. Let's do some spine work. So let's come up into our cat. Really pushing through the shoulders, letting the head drop. Hang out here. I can hear my stomach. I need to eat something. So your shoulders should be stacked over your wrists, and your hips stacked over your knees. And then we're slowly going to go into cow. Moo. So really dropping that stomach, bringing the head back. Slowly come out of it. I'm gonna move my bench so I can, now we're gonna do more spinal work. So lying flat down, hands and feet together, pressing up through the hands, bringing the shoulders down, bringing the sternum up. Just hang that. We've been getting a lot of rain here in Santa Barbara. In fact, it rained last night. A lot. All the reservoirs are full. Yay. About friggin' time. We'll see how long we stay out of this drought. Come back down. Let's bring the hands on either side of the head, not the shoulders, we're not there yet. Side of the head. Bring the feet shoulder width apart, slowly extending through the arm. Do you have good spinal mobility? I have okay spinal mobility. Something I need to work on. So yeah, reservoirs are full. Chin is flowing over. Doing these releases are causing flooding, but like good flooding for my hair. I don't 100% understand it, but we've got a lot of water here. All right, slowly come down. And now you can either do that stretch again, or you can bring your hands closer to your shoulders and press up one more time. Really extending those arms. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. A few more seconds. All right, slowly come down. Ooh, yeah. Okay, we are going to flip over. Gonna have our arms out to our sides, okay? And now we're just going to slowly rotate our knees to one side. Get some spinal twisting going. I'm trying to keep both shoulders on the ground as I bring my knees closer to the ground. My knees are almost touching, but they're not quite there. And that's okay. Just look straight ahead. Or towards the ceiling. I'm gonna look at my clock. How are we doing? Let's do a few more seconds. And we'll slowly go to the other side. That looks so funny from this angle. All right, let's go to the other side. Slowly bring the knees up. And then over to the other side. Try to keep those shoulders on the ground. How could you not have this? How could you not be having fun right now? Okay, let's come back to center. We're gonna have both legs straight out, and then we're gonna bring one knee to the chest. Doesn't really matter. I don't notice a big difference personally if my foot is flexed or pointed. So you can work on style points however you like. I'm gonna try to pop up so I can see what's going on. Okay. Now we're gonna extend the leg. We're gonna try to bring it as close as we can with the leg fully extended, the foot flexed. Ooh. If this is too intense for you, you could always stand up and put your leg, your heel on the bench or chair and stretch your hamstring that way. So right now my leg is straight up. I'm holding underneath the back of my thigh. And now we're going to have it go across my body. Oh, yeah. That is, ow. Keeping that foot flexed. Okay, see if you can bring your leg across your body a little bit more. All right, let's slowly bend that knee and bring the other leg behind it and stretch the glute. Nice stretch. So my hands are behind my other thigh while my first leg is bent in like a figure four, a little pretzel action. Very exciting. I know you're excited. What are you thinking about as you stretch? Use this time to think about whatever. We're going to slowly release that leg. And now we're going to go to the other leg. Oh, it's already up here. So we're just going to bring it forward. Oh my gosh, my stomach is it's howling at the moon. Ooh. Keep that foot flexed. Keep that knee straight. Really try to bring it close to the chest. Listen to traffic. I don't know if the microphone hears that. I can hear that. Let's bring that leg across the body. Oh, goodness. Again, try and keep that leg straight. Foot flexed. A few more seconds. And now let's bend the knee and bring the other leg up behind it. Hands switch to the other leg. Stretching the glute. So as we do these one-sided exercises or stretches, be tuned into your body. Does one side feel tight and the other feel not so tight? So for example, this glute doesn't feel very tight when I pull it close and I don't feel a huge amount of stretch, whereas I feel a lot more stretch on the other side. All right, let's slowly come to a seated position. We're going to go into a straddle, whatever straddle is available for you. If you want to improve your straddle, have your camera pointed downward at you and you'll look a lot better. We're going to reach through the side body again, opening up the shoulder. If you can't see, if you can actively point your feet. So instead of pointing your toes, leading the motion with bringing your whole top of your foot down. It's weird cue, I know. Now we're going to come up and then we're going to forward fold over that leg. Do you ever work on your splits? As an aerialist, I work on my splits. Not enough, but I do. And as a regular human, it's not a bad thing to work on. Like, well, I don't need to get my splits. Well, it's just general mobility, working on general. So here, I want to readjust and try to get my back a little straighter. You have this tendency to sort of hunch over. If you try to do it with a straight back, you get a little more benefit. Let's come up and go to the other side. Notice I'm not rushing in between moves. I'm not rushing. I'm Czechoslovakian. Well, Czech and Slovak. Anyway. Reaching through that side body, reaching through those fingertips, actively engaging these muscles. Let's slowly come up, forward fold over that leg, try to do it with a straight back. During the stretch, if something feels particularly tight and you want to work on it some more, you can feel free to just cuckoo whatever I'm doing and do your own thing. I don't know if you can hear the truck backing up. The sounds of nature. Let's slowly come up, and then we're going to forward fold, trying to keep the back straight. Again, whatever is accessible for you. This is where I'm at. I'm not super bendy flexy like some of my aerialist friends, but I'm working on it. It took me 5 years, but I finally got my forward splits. Flexibility takes time, a lot of time. And it's not a goal like, you see all these things like, oh, get your splits in 30 days. It's not how it works. It's something you gotta really put the work in over a long period of time. And you don't necessarily see benefits right away. It's a long game. Flexibility is a long game. All right, we are going to walk our hands up. We're gonna bring our feet together. So in butterfly, you can actively press your knees down. This is the one area where I'm really flexible. Or just wherever they are. You can either flutter your wings, or I'm gonna do a little forward fold here. Ooh, and there goes my hip. Enjoying that stretch. We're gonna do a little more inner thigh work in a minute here. Or actually in about 20 seconds. I'm gonna slowly come up. One foot is going to go out to the side and the other knee is going to come up. If you need a bolster or a pillow or anything for your knee, go get that. You can have your knee out or you can have it more at 90 degrees, whatever your level of flexibility is. You're gonna lean back, stretching that inner thigh. Nice. All right, slowly switch legs. Again, if this is a little too much on your knee, you can always go back to your chair or bench and put one leg up and then sort of go into a lunge from there. Not demoing that today, but I am going to be giving you some options. Let's spin this leg around and go into pigeon pose. Really try to press this back thigh into the ground, making your hips square. If you want to come down into your pigeon, you can do that, or you can stay upright, your choice. We're going to come up, we're going to come into our kneeling pose. We're going to bring one leg up, grab that foot. You can grab with one hand or two, stretching the quad. Now, if this is too intense, you can always do a standing quad stretch, or you can put your foot on that beautiful chair or bench, depending on your flexibility levels. Slowly release. Let's go to the other side. Let's go into our pigeon. Again, pressing this hip down, forward folding if that's a better stretch for you. Again, you can do this one on the chair as well. You can have your front leg on the chair or bench and then sink into it there. It's a little less intense. All right, let's slowly bend, come up into a kneel, grab, my hair's getting cut off by the screen. Oh, I should back up a little bit, but I won't because I'm amazing. The scalpless trainer instead of the headless trainer. A few more seconds. We have about 30 seconds to move. Almost finished, you guys. Gently release that foot. You're going to come down and go into our downward dog, really pressing our hands through and really trying to get those ankles as close to the ground as possible to stretch the calves. Remember to breathe. I hope you didn't stop breathing at any point. All right, bring those knees down. Feet together, knees apart, go into the child's pose. And this is it, my friends. We did it. Half an hour of stretching. I hope you feel better. I'm definitely feeling more loose. Loosey-goosey, ready to start my day. So whether you're starting your day, continuing your day, or maybe you're concluding your day with a nice stretch, whenever you're watching this, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time, as good a time as you can stretching. And have a wonderful day. Until next time, take care. I love you. Mwah.